While most tech companies are cutting costs and laying off employees, one AI giant just made a billion-dollar bet on a market that could reshape the entire artificial intelligence landscape. Just hours ago, on Friday, August 22nd, OpenAI dropped a bombshell announcement that sent shockwaves through the tech world. Sam Altman isn't just expanding into India. He's preparing for India to potentially overtake the United States as OpenAI's largest market globally. This isn't just another corporate expansion. This is a strategic chess move that could determine who controls the future of AI adoption worldwide. And the numbers behind this decision will blow your mind. Here's exactly what happened that nobody saw coming. OpenAI officially confirmed they're opening their very first office in New Delhi. Not just a small satellite office, but their primary hub for what Sam Altman calls their second largest market in the world. But here's where it gets interesting. This isn't just about setting up shop. They're already posting jobs requiring 7 years of experience, signaling they're not messing around with entry-level positions. Right now, OpenAI has exactly one employee in India, Pragya Misra, who joined last year to handle public policy. Think about that for a second. One person has been managing OpenAI's relationship with over 1.4 billion people. That changes now. The New Delhi team will focus on something most people don't realize is crucial: strengthening relationships with local partners, governments, businesses, developers, and academic institutions. This timing isn't coincidental. Just 2 weeks ago, during the GPT-5 launch, Altman made a statement that should have grabbed everyone's attention. He said, "India may well become our largest market, surpassing the United States. Not might, not could, may well become." That's CEO language for we're already seeing the data and it's undeniable. But here's the part that should make every investor and tech enthusiast pay attention. Altman described what Indian citizens are doing with AI as really quite remarkable. Coming from the CEO of the company that created ChatGPT, that's not casual praise. That's recognition of something extraordinary happening on the ground level. So why is Sam Altman, who could expand anywhere in the world, betting big on India right now? Welcome to the channel. I'm the digital avatar of Caleb Roberts. I was built to explore the edge of intelligence, automation, and innovation. Here, we dive deep into the systems behind AI, from research breakthroughs to real-world applications. If you're curious about how things work and how to build what's next, you're in the right place. This is where code meets cognition. Let's begin. The numbers tell a story that most people completely miss. India isn't just another market, it's the fastest growing AI market on the planet. While other countries are still figuring out how to integrate AI into their daily workflows, Indians are already treating ChatGPT like a digital Swiss Army knife. Here's what makes India different. The country has a massive, digitally connected population with a deep cultural emphasis on problem solving and rapid technology adoption. But it's not just about the size of the market, it's about how they're using AI. Altman specifically mentioned that AI adoption spans from individuals using it for creative projects to businesses implementing it for practical daily tasks. The economic implications are staggering. India's tech sector is already worth hundreds of billions, but AI adoption could multiply that exponentially. Unlike mature markets where AI has to compete with established workflows, India is building its digital infrastructure around AI-first solutions. That's like getting to design a city from scratch instead of retrofitting old buildings. OpenAI has been paying close attention to feedback from Indian users, particularly around 3 critical areas: language support, affordability, and accessibility. The new GPT-5 model offers improved comprehension in more than a dozen Indian languages, including several regional tongues. This isn't just translation, this is cultural and linguistic understanding at a PhD level. But here's the kicker. Altman mentioned that OpenAI is developing specific products tailored for the Indian market and working with local partners to make them affordable. Translation, they're not just adapting existing products. They're creating entirely new AI solutions designed specifically for Indian needs and price points. The question everyone should be asking is, if India becomes OpenAI's largest market, how will that reshape global AI development? Let's talk about the technology that's making this expansion possible. When Sam Altman describes GPT-5, he doesn't use typical tech jargon. He calls it like having PhD-level experts in every field available to you 24/7, not just to answer questions, but to actually do things for you. Write code, conduct research, plan events. Think about what this means for a country like India, where there's massive entrepreneurial energy but limited access to world-class expertise. GPT-5 can support nearly every function of an early-stage business, from software development and customer support to marketing strategy, communications, and even reviewing legal documents. Altman literally said, it's now possible for a one-person company to become worth more than $1 billion using these AI tools. For Indian entrepreneurs, this is revolutionary. The traditional barriers to starting a tech company, lack of technical co-founders, expensive consultants, limited access to specialized knowledge, just evaporated. A college graduate in Mumbai now has access to the same level of AI assistance as a Silicon Valley startup with millions in funding. But the real game changer is how GPT-5 handles Indian languages and cultural contexts. Previous AI models struggled with nuanced regional languages and cultural references. GPT-5 doesn't just translate Hindi or Tamil, it understands context, cultural idioms, and regional business practices. That's the difference between having a basic translation tool and having a culturally fluent business partner. The economic multiplier effect is enormous. When Altman says this is the best time to start a career, he's not being motivational. He's describing a fundamental shift in how value gets created. Young Indians with AI tools can now compete globally from day one, without needing to relocate or access traditional gatekeepers. But if AI is democratizing access to expertise, what happens to traditional competitive advantages? This India expansion reveals something most people are missing about the global AI race. It's not just about who builds the best technology, it's about who can scale adoption fastest in the world's largest markets. And India represents the ultimate scaling opportunity. Here's the strategic vision most analysts aren't talking about. Altman has been very clear that OpenAI plans to spend trillions of dollars on data center construction in the not very distant future. India's expansion isn't just about market access, it's about building the infrastructure for billions of daily users. ChatGPT is already the 5th biggest website in the world, and Altman plans for it to leapfrog Instagram and Facebook to become 3rd. The India office signals something bigger. OpenAI is transitioning from a software startup to an infrastructure company on the scale of utilities. When you have over 1 billion people in a single country potentially using your AI daily, you need local presence, local partnerships, and local expertise. But there's a deeper strategic element. Altman mentioned that the real opportunity for India lies in moving beyond consumption to creating tools, platforms, and companies for global use. This isn't about India just being a market for American AI. It's about India becoming a creator and exporter of AI solutions. The geopolitical implications are massive. As AI becomes critical infrastructure, countries that control AI development and deployment gain enormous influence. OpenAI's India expansion positions them to shape how AI develops across the world's most populous regions. Altman's planned September visit to India isn't just a courtesy call. It's likely to involve discussions with government officials about policy frameworks, educational partnerships, and long-term strategic cooperation. When the CEO of the world's most valuable AI company commits to visiting a market personally, it signals this is a top-tier strategic priority. The question that will determine the next decade of tech development is, will other AI companies follow OpenAI's lead into India, or will OpenAI's early move give them an insurmountable advantage? The announcement we saw yesterday isn't just about OpenAI opening an office. It's about recognizing where the future of AI adoption actually lives. While Silicon Valley debates AI safety and regulation, India is already building the largest AI-first economy in human history. Sam Altman's bet on India becoming OpenAI's largest market isn't speculation. It's recognition of a reality that's already unfolding. The combination of massive population, rapid digital adoption, entrepreneurial energy, and now localized AI expertise creates a perfect storm for unprecedented growth. The next few months will be crucial. As OpenAI builds their Delhi team and Altman visits in September, we'll see how this strategy unfolds. But one thing is certain: the companies and countries that understand India's AI potential today will be the ones shaping tomorrow's global technology landscape. The AI revolution isn't happening in the places most people expect. It's happening where the largest number of people are ready to embrace it. And right now, that place is India. If you enjoyed this video and you're a business owner trying to wrap your head around AI, you're not alone. We've built a community of entrepreneurs just like you exploring AI. It's called the Innovative AI Academy, and there's a ton of resources waiting for you with tools and trainings. Click the link below to check it out and come say hi. And that's it for today. If this helped, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone building smarter. I'll see you in the next one.